Hey everyone, and welcome back to Miss Azriel's Gaming. So today we're getting back into Strange Horticulture. We are on day 13. So let's go ahead and open our stuff here. I don't know if we got a card. It's been a while since I played. I can't remember. I might have done it in the last one, but because I'm not seeing... Yeah, I don't see anything there, so we'll just go ahead and, what's this? First is a corpse friend, a reminder, then comes the ankle grabber, the binder, third is the fear bringer, fourth to lift a curse, last a pedal to secure black blood's reserve. I don't know what that is. I don't remember that. Alright, so let's just go ahead and take the next customer. So we have Grace Inwood. Okay, have you heard of this masked woman? Imagine having that amount of power. Nations would kneel before you. You would be a god. That creature, it's huge, unstoppable, and they say it obeys her every command. It would certainly come in helpful with my father-in-law tomorrow. I guess I'll just have to settle for some Daisy Dock to help me get through it instead. Okay, so we don't know what Daisy Dock is. So it's a simple potion that will grant courage. Can be brewed from the leaves. Okay, so it is said that ancient warriors would take it before going into battle. Okay, so she wants Daisy Dock. I'm assuming we have to brew it? Maybe? I don't know. Or maybe she just wants the plant. Okay, let's see. Oh, this might be it. Purple flower with a gentle scent. Oh. I was trying to look at the, match the leaves up. I was stuck behind the little thing there. That kinda looks like it. Oh, that looks more like it. So bluish purple flowers. This one's probably it. Okay, let's go ahead and give her that. Hopefully it's just the plant. Okay, so dead man's fingers. This fungus is typically found in dense forests, protruding through the mulch. At a glance, it can appear as though a corpse is reaching up from the undergrowth, said to strengthen resolve and sharpen the mind. Okay. Oh, forgot a pet hellebore. Let's take the next one. So we have David Schaefer. Okay. This letter was delivered in an unusual way. There was no address provided, just the horticulturist spelled wrong. I have to assume it was meant for you. Alright, let's take a look. I know your plants. This letter is... If you know your plants, this letter is for you. Something invisible on it? Aha! I'm smart. Okay, ho-ho. So you got it working. Oh, yes, it works. It works. Look to the north of Bowfell at the source of the river Esk. Nobody knows it grows there. It will be our little secret. Ho-ho. Okay, so look to the north of Bowfield at the source of the river Esk. Okay. So north of Bowfield. Okay, let's see. Bowfield. Bowfield, okay. Alright, so this is the river Esk. And what's the source? So I'm assuming it would be here. Sure enough, I find a plant here that I have never seen before. Kind of weird looking. I'm not even going to say what that kind of looks like. Okay, bell-like flowers and heart-shaped leaves. Okay, so let's close that and take the next customer. Okay, Thora Dunn. My husband likes to forage for mushrooms, but I'm worried the ones he's brought back from his latest adventure. But I'm worried about the ones he's brought back from his latest adventure. He's been on a trip across the lake exploring the woods to the west of here. He's got a bag full of odd-looking mushrooms that he says are perfectly safe, but they don't look edible to me. I'd have brought one with me to help identify it, but he's hoarding them because he thinks I'm going to throw them out. I'll come back tomorrow. Okay, so Mr. Dunn, mushrooms, woods west of Undermere, across the lake. Okay, so Mr. Dunn, mushrooms, woods west of Undermere, across from the lake. Okay, so here's Undermere. It said west, right? Yeah. So that would be in here. So I'm assuming just right across. Let's try there. Mushrooms. How have I never been here before? They're hard to find at first, but soon I'm seeing them everywhere. Got us some new mushrooms. The red caps have a spongy texture. Alright, let's go ahead and put that away. Oh, let's put this one away too. Yeah, we still got a lot of pages. I'm assuming we're going to have to solve those at some point. Okay, we have Simone Green. Lord Fairmont told me he was able to help you find some information on the servant. I've been looking all over the library, but all I've discovered is a mold problem. I hoped you might have some sweet breath that could help clear it up. Okay, but there it says, oops, Palance. Assuming it's not called sweet breath. There's nothing called sweet breath, so we need Palance. Okay, most plants offer a small improvement to air quality, but the Palance is in a class of its own. It's sometimes called sweet breath thanks to the freshness of the air in the vicinity. The many short leaves of this plant are thought to help filter toxins from the surrounding air. Okay, so... So it's like many leaves. That could be it, but it says somewhat pungent. So it's probably not that. Because pungent usually refers to something kind of like really strong, smelly odor, I believe. Okay, there's not enough on that one. Has a pleasant, fresh aroma. That could be it. Because the leaves kind of resemble... resemble it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this one. I think it's this. Okay, so sour bandy. The sour bandy can help with memory recovery, especially if the memory has been deliberately sabotaged. The name of this plant derives from the fact that although edible, the large stamen is extremely bitter to the taste. Okay, take the next customer. Okay, Lorna Chapman. My cousin will be married in 3 days. If you've got some thimble rough, then it'd save me the trouble of going out to find some myself. If you knew my cousin, you'd know she's not worth the trouble. Oh, it's kind of mean. Okay, so so we still have to identify this one. So the Thimberhoff is traditionally used as a decoration at weddings, as is thought to strengthen the relationship. A cross-section of the small cup-like flower, they genuinely point downwards to avoid filling with water and to allow easy access for pollinating insects. So we're looking for, like, this would be the bud, and then that's like the little part sticking out of it. It's probably too large, that part. That's not it, because it's already named. Okay. That's probably it. Okay, so the glowhorn. The glowhorn, or forest lantern, or pixie lamp, is a phosphorescent, illuminating the trees that it glows under. Suspicious travelers avoid walking towards it, fearing that the faint lights will lure them to their demise. Alright, and that's the end of that day. Okay, so the shepherd watched as she prepared the leaves and roots that she would require. He watched as the hours dragged by, the sun set, and she worked by candlelight, at times sitting still, at times moving like a dancer among the stones. The change happened suddenly, but also subtly, so that as the watcher was not sure that anything had happened, then he saw it. Okay, day 14, Thursday. Alright, so 8 miles to the east. This is probably the Great Oak. Open our drawer there. Card. Yeah, so I'm gonna guess it's that oak. The oak tree there. That would be my guess, but... Oh, wait. This coin. I thought that looked familiar, and I was thinking it was the Great Oak. Okay, so it says Gosforth. Is there something called Gosforth? I wonder. Is there a Gosforth? Oh, right there. Okay, so 8 miles to the east. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it should be there. So gazing at the still water of the lake, its black waters draw me into reflective trance. Here and there, flowers that I don't recognize grow along the bank. Blue one was kind of neat. So a bland smelling flower. And the flowers are very delicate. The petals fall easily. Okay, let's pet our kitty. And ring it out. Okay, so we have Thoradun done. When we went and ate those bloody mushrooms, well, we went and ate those bloody mushrooms, and of course now he's sick. Is there anything we can do? He's in a bad way, and I'm worried about him. Okay, so there has to be, I know I've seen one, something that supposedly helps with the stomach. Okay, so if I remember right, They ate these mushrooms here. Okay, so the red caps have a spongy texture. Okay, so we need to find a mushroom. Okay, so Farmer's Worry. So this must be Farmer's Worry. A spongy mushroom with potent abilities, only safe to consume in small quantities. Grants great strength for short periods at the expense of severe fatigue once the effect is worn off. Okay, so it doesn't say anything about how to counteract them. Oops, wrong one. Probably, I'm assuming I have to brew something. I think one of these is a counteractant for poison. But which one was that? I think I want to give her, I think it's this one. I think, hopefully I'm right. Okay, so liver stone. Caution is advised when handling this plant due to the strong paralysing agents contained within. The liverstone is a mushroom with pointed caps. Okay, so we've got David Shaver. So there's a hateful man I sometimes see around town. He's called Isidore Burbridge. Yesterday I saw him bending down as though to pet a stray dog, but instead he punched it as hard as he could. What a jerk. I rushed over and the coward fled. Someday he'll get his comeuppance. Okay, let's check out this new letter. Okay, so Sad Gill Chalice. Bet it has something to do with that. Is there a chalice in this? Yes, there is. Okay. So there's probably a town called Sad Gill right here. Okay, so the chalice clue takes me directly south of Sadgill to a spot next to the river. Moss-covered rocks line the banks, velvet to the touch. In the moist conditions, a deadly-looking plant grows abundantly in lush grass. It's a man-eater. Sharp thorns grow along the edges of the upper leaves. We'll archive that and take the next patient. So we have Reuben Ward. Another body is turned up at Black Comb. I haven't been to see it yet, and I can't say I'm looking forward to it, but they've identified it as Dryer Hunter, a man named Forrest Vare. We have to do something. Verona tells me you were working on gathering the plants for a ritual that will help us defeat this creature. I want to help in any way I can. From what Verona told me, I think this might be one of the plants needed to perform the ritual, but I'm afraid I do not know where it can be found. Okay, so Swift Snare, the Binder, Ankle Grabber, and Never Let Go, and several of the names given to this plant that may give some clue as to its properties. Once ensnared, it is impossible to extricate oneself without help. Swift Snare has small heart-shaped leaves. Okay, let's take the next. Thaddeus Cornwall. I think he's new. So, read somewhere about a plant that'll lead you to gold. It has drooping red flowers and frilled leaves. Okay, so drooping red flowers and frilled leaves. What is that? It's actually got a name. You have too many drooping red flowers. Those are orange. Those are kind of drooping. Weeping Bell. It does have frilled leaves. It's probably this one. Okay. Take the next customer. Innes Alford. The redemption is at hand. We need you to prepare this elixir. With it, we will lure the woken Dendru back to where this started, the Swineside Stone Circle. Or the Swineside. I call it swine. The Dendru is a god perverted by humanity, enslaved by mankind's wickedness, and bent to its evil will. Imagine the glory it will bestow upon us when we set it free. Praise the Dendru. Okay, so the Dendru elixir. The woken Dendru, also known as the servant, will be drawn to the fumes generated by this elixir and driven mad by thirst for it. If it drinks from it, it is thought that it will be able to break free of the bonds of servitude, though this has not been attempted in living memory. 2 yellow berries, a heart-shaped leaf from a plant with bellflowers, a teaspoon of milky fungal residue. We will meet at the Swineside Stone Circle on Saturday. Praise the Dendru. Okay, so we'll put that there and we'll end the day. Behind the woman, a dark skeletal figure began to rise, and a low primal snarl sounded across the clearing. The shepherd turned and ran, cold fear coursing through his veins. He did not run for long. And we've hit the full moon. Day 15, Friday. Okay, so this says, decay gives way to new growth from death, life. So the cycle started again west of White Scar by the river. Okay, so there must be something called White Scar, because I'm assuming it's the upside down part, because this doesn't tell you much. So let's see. Oh, White Scar Cave. That's what I'm assuming. Okay. So the cycle started again west of White Scar by the river. Okay, so here's White Scar. And here's the river. So it would have to be here. Yeah, this sun-bleached skull fixes me with its black-eyed gaze. A reminder from the chest of the skeleton, a plant grows. Interesting. Let's take a look at this plant. It says it has a soft aroma that reminds me of a pine forest. All right, everyone, so we're going to stop there, and we will continue with day 15 the next time we play through it. Hopefully you're enjoying Strange Horticulture. It's really a fun game, in my opinion. I like identifying all the plants and stuff like that. I think we've been succeeding, pretty well with who we've been giving plants to. I think I've only had like 1, maybe 2 mess ups. Not entirely sure. But please leave me a comment down below. Leave me a like. Subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you next time. Bye.